Lagos is the largest city in Nigeria and the second most populous city in Africa, with a population of 15.3 million as of 2022 within the city proper. It was the national capital of Nigeria until December 1991, before the government decided to move their capital to Abuja in the center of the country. The Lagos metropolitan area has a total population of roughly 23.5 million as of 2018. Accra is the capital and largest city of Ghana, located on the southern coast at the Gulf of Guinea, which is part of the Atlantic Ocean. Accra covers an area of 225.67 square kilometers, with an estimated urban population of 4.2 million as of 2020. It is organized into 12 local government districts, 11 municipal districts, and the Accra Metropolitan District, which is the only district within the capital to be granted city status. Accra usually refers to the Accra Metropolitan Area, which serves as the capital of Ghana, while the district under the jurisdiction of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly is distinguished from the rest of the capital as the city of Accra. This is Accra Sports Stadium that you are viewing in your shots right now. In common usage, however, the terms Accra and City of Accra are used interchangeably. Formed from the merger of distinct settlements around the British Forts James Dutch, Fort Crèvecoeur, Usher Fort, and Danish Fort Christiansborg as Jamestown, Ushertown, and Christiansborg respectively. Accra served as the capital of the British Gold Coast between 1877 and 1957 and has since transitioned into a modern metropolis. The capital's architecture reflects this history, ranging from 19th century colonial architecture to modern skyscrapers and apartment blocks, as you can see from the shots right now. Accra is the Greater Accra region's economic and administrative hub and serves as the anchor of the larger Greater Accra metropolitan area, which is inhabited by about 4 million people, making it the 13th largest metropolitan area in Africa.
Ghana Breakthrough. Now, haya wabayi when you may be near man started with angle grinders. Angle grinders near what types be we see in the main sense and Juma form. Welders, carpenters, traitors, plumbers, masons for Ubia, you see angle grinders, and so your types your Kitwa. As of the Oba Yantra Emmanuel Enterprise to people Ghana. Ubia, Ukabia to Niaman boy for your router hammers.
Lagos is a major African financial center and is the economic hub of Lagos State and Nigeria at large. The city has been described as the cultural, financial, and entertainment capital of Africa. As you can see from the shots, the park, which is in Lagos, very nice and beautiful center for all events, as you can see from the shots right now. The megacity has the 4th highest GDP in Africa and houses one of the largest and busiest seaports on the continent. The Lagos metropolitan area is a major educational and cultural center in sub-Saharan Africa. Lagos initially emerged as a home to the Awori subgroup of the Yoruba of West Africa and later emerged as a port city that originated on a collection of islands which are contained in the present-day local government areas of Lagos Island, which you are viewing in your shots right now. We are showing Lagos Island. We have the Etiosa, Amuro, Odofin, and Apapa. The islands are separated by creeks fringing the southwest mouth of Lagos Lagoon, while being protected from the Atlantic Ocean by barrier islands and long sand spits such as Bar Beach, which stretch up to 100 kilometers, that's 62 meters, east and west of the mouth. Due to rapid urbanization, the city expanded to the west of the lagoon to include areas in the present-day Lagos mainland. This led to the classification of Lagos into two main areas: the island, which was the original city of Lagos, and the mainland, which it has since expanded into. The city area was governed directly by the federal government through the Lagos City Council until the creation of Lagos State in 1967. The city of Lagos is a major economic focal point in Nigeria, generating around 10% of the country's GDP. Most commercial and financial business is carried out in the central business district situated on the island. As you can see, this is the island that you're showing right now. It's a central business district of Lagos. This is also where most of the country's commercial banks, financial institutions, and major corporations are headquartered. Lagos is also the major information communication technology hub of West Africa and potentially the biggest ICT market in the continent. Lagos is developing a 24-hour economy. The port of Lagos is Nigeria's leading port and one of the largest and busiest in Africa. Due to the large urban population, Lagos is categorized as a medium port megacity using the SunsetDroneGh system for port city classification. It is administered by the Nigerian Ports Authority. The following types of vessels regularly call at the port of Lagos: fishing vessels, that's 18%, container ships 14%, oil or chemical tankers 13%, bulk carriers 12%, offshore supply vessel 5%. The maximum length of vessels that have called at this port is 279 meters. The maximum draught is 13.5 meters. The maximum carrying capacity is 113,306 tons. The port features a railhead. It is split into three main sections. The largest terminal is located in the Apapa district, Apapa Quays. This is where mainly general cargo is handled. Among other things, Apapa is home to a container port owned by the Danish company, worth over $1 billion. The next largest terminal is located on Tinkan Island. Containers and bulk cargo are handled here. The storage capacity of the silos is 28,000 tons of grain transported by freight road transportation. Lagos is the center of the West African film, music, and TV industries. Compared to Lagos, which is the second populous town in Africa. In 2020, the Globalization and Red Cities Research Network think tank designated Accra as a Gamma level global city, indicating a growing level of international influence and connectedness. In 2008, the World Bank estimated that Accra's economy only constituted around $3 billion of Ghana's total gross domestic product. The economically active population of Accra is estimated to be 823,327. Accra is a center for manufacturing, marketing, finance, insurance, and transportation. Its financial sector incorporates a central bank, 9 commercial banks with 81 branches, 4 development banks with 19 branches, 4 merchant banks with 7 branches, 3 discount houses, 1 home finance mortgage bank, multiple building societies, Ghana Stock Exchange, foreign exchange bureaus, finance houses, insurance companies, insurance brokerage firms, 2 savings and loans companies, and numerous real estate developers with industrial sites and residential developments. The road network in the Accra metropolitan area totals 1,117 kilometers in length. There are over 50,506 identified residential properties in Accra and about 4,054 commercial industrial mixed properties, with a total rateable value of 13,849,014 Ghana cedis. There are also supermarkets, 36 facilities for both on-street and off-street parking and shopping malls, as well as several facilities for sports and recreation. The sectors of Accra's economy consist of the primary, secondary, which is the manufacturing, electricity, gas, water, construction, and tertiary sectors, which is the supermarkets, shopping malls, hotel, restaurants, transportation, storage, communication, financial intermediation, real estate service, public administration, education, health, and other social services. The tertiary service sector is the city's largest, employing about 531,670 people. The second largest, the secondary sector, employs 22.34% of the labor force, or around 183,934 people. 12% of the city's workforce are reportedly unemployed, totaling around 114,198 people. The primary sector, which is licensed and commercial fishing vessels of the coast of Accra, Accra's smallest economic sector, the primary sector employs approximately 91,556 people. The predominant economic activities are fishery and urban agriculture. Until now, paradoxically, oil exporter Nigeria had to import its oil derivatives, mainly gas online and oil processing byproducts such as polypropylene. For this reason, the Dangote Group built an oil refinery in the Lekki district, which is expected to be operational in 2022. As of December 2021, job advertisements for this were placed in November 2021. The refinery is expected to process 650,000 barrels of oil per day when fully operational, and 327,000 barrels of gas online, 244,000 barrels of diesel, 56,000 barrels of aviation fuel, 800 megatons of propane, 2,500 megatons of polypropylene, and 100 megatons of sulfur. 9,000 direct jobs and 25,000 indirect jobs will be created by the refinery. Software companies in Lagos works mainly in the telecommunications, banking, and education services sectors. They are concentrated in the Lekki and Ikeja districts. MTN maintains the first and still predominant 4G network in Nigeria. Airtel is another 4G provider. Nine Mobile and Dataflex are internet providers. Futawave is in the virtual bank card business. OPay is a platform for online bookings. Paystack is used by Nigerians who regularly receive payments abroad. Andela trains software engineers and places them in the Nigerian job market. ULesson maintains a platform on which secondary school learning content is presented. Hotels.ng allows hotel bookings to be made throughout Africa. With fishery accounting for 78% of production labor. Urban agriculture in Accra centers on the growth of vegetables, several crops, and poultry. The fishery industry is the most important sub-sector, with 10% of the catch being exported and the rest consumed locally. The industry is characterized by extreme seasonableness, operating primarily between June and September, although most deep water Atlantic fishing around Accra. Football is the most popular sport in Accra. The most famous football club in the city is Accra Hearts of Oak, whose main rivals are Asante Kotoko of Kumasi. The Accra Sports Stadium is home to the Hearts of Oak and are a host venue of the Black Stars, the national football team of Ghana. In 2008, the Accra Sports Stadium hosted 9 matches in the 2008 African Cup of Nations. Another notable club is Accra Lions FC, which also plays in the Accra Sports Stadium. Accra is home to the Right to Dream Academy, which gives young Ghanaians a chance to a career in professional football. Many of the academy's alumni, including Chicago Fire's David Akam, Hessenberg's Emma Boateng, Hamsters Ken Jan, and Manchester City's Goswe Danyo and Enoch Kwakwa, as well as Ghanaian national team players Brahima Razak, Harrison Afo, John Boy, Jonathan Mensah, Mohamed Awal Yafrimpong, and Foley Adade were also born in Accra. Boxing is also popular, with many former world champions coming out of Ghana, including Azuma Nelson, Joshua Kolote, and Aikote. Accra will host the 2023 African Games.